Hello and welcome to another edition of the Terrance Cox Global Network, where all great changes start with a network of conversations. Today, Diversity Motorsport Terrance Cox journey. I first started in motorsport by an old southern white guy by the name of Roy Gentry, who is actually gone now. I hopped into a plane and I flew to NASCAR and I told them that I would like to have a car on the track. I met with their staff. They treated me very well. They educated me. They told me most people start out on the go-karts and work their way up. So when I arrived back in Mooresville, Lake Norman area, I immediately walked into one of the largest go-kart facilities in the United States called the Pit. I walked in and I told them that I want to come in and market their product and to get minorities in there. I began to throw events with minority kids from the Boys and the Girls Club. Once again, Napoleon, I thank you. You played a major part in this as well from the Boys and Girls Club of Charlotte. Once I got my foot wet there, the very first program that I created for the Pit was One Race, One World, Racing for Diversity. We took that program to the Oprah Winfrey Boys and Girls Club in a little bitty town in Mississippi. I learned a great deal from that experience because I had a first-hand opportunity to see the reaction of kids that knew nothing about NASCAR, knew nothing about cars, motorsports. Oprah, that one opportunity of being in your facility has stayed with me to this day. Even in the best and the worst of times, one thing the biggest attorneys, the biggest accountants, all the major players would say first thing in the boardroom is, "Oh, I see you did the Oprah Boys and Girls Club. For that, I thank you." It really made a difference. So after that experience, it was time for me to move towards the track. I got together with a gentleman by the name of Ricky Byer in the ARCA series. I started marketing for Ricky. The very first ARCA car that I put on the track, we had to go borrow 2 tires from someone to get on the track, but we had to duct tape the front bumper of the car. I wouldn't trade the experience for nothing in the world. Now, and then now I'm moving forward in the journey. I was the first to put a black faith-based logo on a motorsport car, and that I am truly proud of. It was actually the Church of God in Christ, up under the direction of a great man, Bishop Blake, and the deal was negotiated with a gentleman by the name of John Wayne Penton. By the way, Penton was the first preacher when I launched my first car. He came and had prayer. This is my journey. My journey is like none other because I started from the ground up. It was time for me to move towards the high end, the nationwide. Okay, I did my due diligence and I asked around who is the best guy in NASCAR in the field could show me how this game works on this level. I was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Bob Shack Motorsports. Bob Shack has groomed me. He's taught me the game. Okay, he's a solid man with sheer integrity, a man of great character. And Bob Shack, words will not express. You've turned out a soldier. Now, at that point, I started the normal process of pounding sponsors. Pounding sponsors, flying here, meeting flying there, meeting flying there. My first car was put on the track in 2011 at the Subway Jalapeno 250 in Daytona. And when they called my name out, I never forgot when I looked around and I saw all those people applauding. That right there, that's a special feeling. It's a special feeling, and for those who have never graced a platform like that, it's different. My first car was driven number 19 by Mike Blitz, and once again, Mike Blitz, I appreciate you. Once again, you're another one that will never know what you did when you drove. drove that car. I'm a little different in the journey because everything that I've done in NASCAR, it came out of my pocket. It came from me pounding the pavement, knocking on doors, getting rejected, you see. But one thing that I do know is that there's an untapped market that sponsors are going to love in my journey. I've learned that in my journey. I wouldn't trade the journey. All the highs, all the lows, I wouldn't trade the journey for nothing in the world, or I would not be where we're at now. Once again, my name is Terrance Cox, and thank you all for tuning in to the Terrance Cox Global Network. And make sure that you subscribe, and please visit our social medias and visit our website as well. And I thank you